on conviction, they took courage, and they were obedient. Amen. My thought today is the next generation now. These young men started out with their families in Egypt as children, just as you're offering up today. So they experienced all the hardships of their parents. They were aware of the hard labor that was inflicted upon their families. They experienced the 10 plagues there in Exodus 5 and 11. The plague of the blood, of the frogs, of the lice, of the wild animals, of the pestilence, of the boils, of the hail, of the locusts, of the darkness, and of the murder of every firstborn child. These two men, they experienced that as a child because they were in the environment of the church. They were in the environment of the people of God. They experienced being chased across the Red Sea. Water in front and Pharaoh behind. They also witnessed the miracles and the might of God. They can recall when they escaped Egypt that by day there was a cloud and by night there was fire. They knew what it was to have daily new manna, fresh bread and quail every day. This was just because they were affiliated with the people of God. They understood what happened at the parting of the sea. They recalled how Pharaoh and his army was drowned in the Red Sea. These same two young men, they witnessed Miriam's skill on the tambourine, and they understood how eloquent Aaron was in his speech. They knew that Moses was a great leader and how he had personally mentored them. Joshua and Caleb knew firsthand of the blessings of God. They also knew about how the adults had mumbled and grumbled and complained against Moses. Yet they remained close to Moses. And they got a glimpse of who God was. And they began to be convicted that he is God. They began to really believe that there was nothing that God could not do. They believed that if we just obey him, that there was nothing that God would withhold from them. Amen. So here we pick up in Numbers 13. And I just want to read for you a few minutes this morning. They select a representative from all of the tribes of Judah. Joshua represented the tribe of Ephraim, and Caleb represented the tribe of Judah. Out of 12 men, these being the youngest of the spies, I want you to see how important it is to keep the next generation close to the church. There in Numbers 13 and 1 it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Now underline that. He says, which I give, already yours, unto the children of Israel. Every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran, all those men who were heads of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. We want to go down to the 17th verse, and it says, And Moses sent them to spy out the land. Now these were the directions that he gave to the 12 spies. Go and spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go into the mountains, and see the land, what it is, and the people that dwelleth there. I just want you to go and observe the people. I want you to go and observe the terrain. And I want you to bring back a report whether they be strong or whether they be weak. I want to know if the people in this promised land, if they're few or if they're many. And what the land is that dwells, whether it is tents or it's a strongholds. Verse 20 says, And what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not. And be of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of first grapes. So they went. Now the spies go up, And they began to view the land. And they came to the brook of Eshel and cut down from there a branch of grape with clusters of grapes that were so large that men put them on sticks. And 2 men had to carry them. A good and a plenteous land. And they returned from searching the land after 40 days. And when they came to Moses, all 12 of them, all with 2 eyes, 1 mouth, 2 ears, a nose, 2 hands, 2 feet, leaders, had been with Moses, had experienced everything that Joshua and Caleb experienced, but they come back with a report. And they told him in the 27th verse and said, we came unto the land whither thou sent us, and surely, it flows with milk and honey. And this is the fruit of it. They even brought back some sample grapes. Amen. 2 men, just picture it, just a bunch of grapes. And 2 men got it over a stick, and it takes 2 men to carry them. This is a sample of what's in the promised land. But nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of there. The Amalekites dwell in the land. Now, they have been whooped by them before. He's like, they there. The land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains. And the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. God is able to do just what he said he would do. Now the 10, they were just saying, it's flowing with milk and honey, and the fruit are large, but the men and the women that are there, they will just whoop us. But then the young ones, Caleb and Joshua. Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, let us go up. He's like, we can do it. Let us go up once and possess it, for we are able to overcome it. I don't care nothing about the Amalekites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Canaanites. We are well able to overcome it. And see, this is why it's important, because young people tend to see something differently than we do as adults. We've had so many ups and downs, so many hurts and pains, and we become so stubborn and so stiff in our thoughts that regardless of what God said do, when we make it up in our mind that it can't happen, it can't happen. But that's why we need young people around us, because they see things differently. They can just trust God. Yes, Jesus. We get out there, we see that snow today, and we're like, oh no, I ain't slipping out there. When we picking up Sister Davis, there was a little one, looked like she was about 2. It was slippery, and I was saying, y'all be careful, don't slip. She just took off running. Slid on down the hill, bumped her butt and got up. She didn't go back in the church and say, I ain't going to church today, it's too slippery. They dusted her off, she cried a little while, she got on in the van. She's here, right? And she's here. Wasn't even supposed to come. And she's like, I want to go. It's something about young people that they just different than us. Yes. But the men that went up with them said, we be not able to go up against the people. But they stronger than we. I can just see fetch and sketch. Ooh, I hate it. And they brought up an evil report from the land which they had searched unto Israel. The land, though we had gone to search it, is the land of great statue. And there we saw giants. You know how we amplify. It's an ant. I saw a giant. I saw a giant. The sons of Anak, which come of the giants, that were in our sight. As grasshoppers, they were so big. And so we were in their sight. The next generation. Now, Joshua and Caleb had experienced just during their time of Exodus. They were the youngest ones. But they had conviction. They had courage.
Yeah.
Even though the other 10 said we can't.
Yeah.
They said we can't.